See, we got 'em. Too bad I had the show on private until 3 hours ago. Welcome in, guys. Oh, this ought to be interesting. I accidentally had my show on private until this morning when somebody told me. Um, I didn't understand what you were saying, apparently, Bishy. I thought you were saying you didn't see a show, but then you saw the show because you saw the chickens. Oh, you got to be more precise in your wording. I'm not very bright. Okay. So welcome in. I'm gonna do one of my little. He was stalking me too. Well, hopefully some people come in. I don't know. There was like two bookmarks on it this morning. When I enabled the. Thanks for the share, Staley. Uh, so if you've never been here before, I'm Josh. I sell old crap. Um, yeah, probably right, Bishy. Um, every Sunday I do a show, and I've been scanning shelves, taking requests for $5 starts, and then afterwards I do the pre-listed auctions at noon, which you can find down there in the store tab or the shop tab. I've got 3 hen on nests today. Apparently, people love those now. Um, 10 years ago, you couldn't give them away, but they're the big thing now. Them and fairy lamps. They used to be able to find them at Goodwill and thrift shops for nothing. Um, at the state auctions, it was funny. They used to, if they put a hen on their nest up, nobody would bid on it. Like literally. I'm in Pennsylvania, lots of antiques. Nobody wanted the things 10 or 20 years ago. Uh, but apparently now it's great. But I've got three of them in there. I paid for the one, and my mother actually brought me the two of them that I'm starting at $1. She went to a yard sale and found them for some ungodly low price. Uh, I go to yard sales and I find absolutely nothing. And my mom stops at a yard sale and finds all the crap that I wish I would find. But so she brought me them the other day. There's a Boyd's in there. It's blue slag glass, like a little salt cellar miniature one, starting at $1. And also there's an Indiana glass, like a or a milk glass one. It's also starting at $1. The amber Indiana glass, I paid up for that one, so it's not starting at $1. Um, I also started a Pyrex dish, a crazy daisy pattern loaf pan. My mom brought that too. So she's done better at yard sales in the past this past weekend than I have all year. It's $1. So I'm gonna start scanning. If you've never been here before, just if you see something on the shelves you want me to run, um, yes, I do have old playing cards. My starts are $5. Do you want me to show you the playing cards? Okay, we'll start with the playing cards that I have out here today, um, and then we'll go and scan other stuff. If you see something you want, just put it in the chat. I'll pull them down after we have a little pile. We'll run them. And I usually do the pre-listed stuff at noon. I'm gonna do them at noon or before. If I'm not getting any requests, we're just gonna do them. My niece has a birthday party today, so I want to get everything packaged and shipped before I got to go to that. Um, so it'll all go out in the mail tomorrow. Yes, I'm in normal people time over here in the East Coast. So there's a Opryland deck. I didn't count these, so I mean, I think that one's sealed. Washington D.C., Old Maid, a couple mid-century deer ones. The sheep. Okay, put the putz sheep down there. There's one with roses. There's one with aliens. There's a sealed flower one with initials on it or monogram. And then over here we have the roses and aliens. Two Jack Daniels advertising ones. The box is pretty rough anyway. Well used. Quick Draw McGraw card game. There's Jimmy Carter. Sealed tulips and animal fish bird. A sealed Norman Rockwell deck. Mm. And then over here, I've got ones with bees on it. There's an advertising pack with a Norman Rockwell-ish. I don't know who the artist is. Um, advertising on it. With the advertising one. That one's sealed. There's a South Carolina souvenir one. And there's English Ovals cigarettes advertising with horses on them. And I think that's it for the cards. There's a Pokari game. I think it's got cards in it. Hey, Rag. The pipe and the scotch tape. Hey, Purple, how are you? I'm glad some people come in. I was getting worried since I forgot to take it off of private. Which is funny because I get questions all the time on my private auctions, the things I have listed. Uh, people people message me and ask when I'm going to put it in auction because they can see the individual items, but they can't see the auctions. The kids' vintage ones, like the Tug Quick Draw McGraw. That oh yeah, we'll go back over there. I got the hat pins, the pipes, whatever else somebody asked for. Animal, bird, fish, the scotch tape thing. No, you did not see a Tesla in the driveway, Rag. It's a Subaru. Animal, bird, fish. There's the Quick Draw McGraw. What did Bat Mom say? Oh, you're tagging Bat Mom. Did you guys see Ohio Nurse yesterday? There's an old maid game up there. Yes, Buttons Jar. Actually, I don't know if I don't know if that was a private show or whether that was live for everybody. That was interesting. This clear glass thing, I'm not sure which clear glass thing you're talking about, Staley. The heavy crystal hollow one. Was it way back over there? Get the Sailor Valentine box down. Is it that thing? That thing? All right, we'll run into it again maybe. I still haven't found the half-gallon milk bottle that Dawn was looking for that one week. All right. You want me to bundle the cards? Um, there's 5 decks. Um, I'm just gonna run them. It's the easiest thing to do because it's gonna be over a pound anyway. Um, that's not a spigot, Chip and Sissy. It's a candle holder. All right, we're gonna run through these cards real quick. Then we'll do the other stuff that's down there on the table that was requested. I'll show it. Do you think it was a sprayer? So we're gonna do these first. Abatitio. I don't know how you pronounce that. Elwood City Advertising playing cards. It's got a tax stamp, still sealed. Oh, you know what? I'll bet I didn't put an auction in. Dear God, I'm an idiot. I'm bad at this. If you've never been here before, this is my first show. I've never done this before. I'm not used to loading auctions and doing that sort of thing. Oh. I'm still looking for the tow truck bat, Mom. Oh no, all the army truck. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, here we go. So we're just gonna do 10 seconds on these, and it's running on the advertising cards. Chip and Sissy, we had. Thanks, Bat Mom. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kel. We've been having issues with our sprayers. The one was leaking yesterday, and Butterfly stuck it in a tub of like plastic tote, and it was leaking so much it filled the tote in about 5 minutes. So these are aliens. The cards look like they're in decent condition, much better condition than the box is in, from 1997, and those ones are running. I'm going to work in some of the other small stuff that was requested between these decks of cards, but we'll try to fly through them. Thank you, Cal. And we'll do this Scotch tape tin, 15-cent price tag, or maybe that's 5 cents. It's tin. Must have the tape on it still. And that is running. And if you are a seller and you want to advertise your show at any time, you go right ahead. Thank you, Mermanda. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The roses aren't roses. Oh, what's this? Oh, Bishy. Trigger warning. Look at this. Rag and Ribbon. You guys got to follow Rag and Ribbon and Batmom. Somebody put roses in there to make you think it was roses, but it's Lake Champlain Ferry Crossings advertising ones. Trigger warning, Bishy. Look away. Cool little jokers though, with clowns that's tipping his hat. Little hobo clown. Anyway, I'm gonna run them. They're not roses except that one. I know where I got these too. Thank you, Purple. Antique dealers are assholes. Got the original GC Murphy price tag of 15 cents on it. It is a pyro. Whoops. Oh, I just undid it. It goes in there. You get the idea. Nice condition. Little army tow truck. And that's running. Maybe I don't know where I got them then, Butterfly. Thank you, Batmom. We better check all of them for sure. Make sure. All right, these are the English Oval cigarette playing cards. Come in the original slide box. And again, I did not count any of these decks. It's the way I got them. I assume somebody's going to try to sell them and swap. Well, that one's got a calendar on it. That's kind of cool. So that one's running in the English Oval cigarettes advertising box. Thank you, Cal. And we're going to run this pipe. A Dr. Grabau Grabo. I don't know how you pronounce that either. I don't know a lot of things. It's got that mark on it too. Lightly used. Nice condition. And that's running. Kel, I don't know what those cards look like. I just know that the roses were not the same as the rest of the pack. Thank you, Miranda. The the cigarette box is probably worth the $5. Let's check the animal bird fish card game. The Popeye bouncing balls. Okay, we'll do those here in a bit. Well, this has got animals and birds. Rough box cards are okay. And it's running. Edgy cards. Not bad cards at all for as beat as the box is. How's my bird feeder? Well, bird feeder is okay. We we decided to let the kitties come downstairs. Green flower deck, yeah. And now Bubba likes to jump up on my desk where the bird feeders on the window are, and they don't like seeing Bubba sitting there. Okay, we got these hat pins. I don't know if this is the ones we requested. I've also got a hat pin holder and some bigger ones up there too. We'll do them all. But we'll do these ones first. Antique glass, there's black. I think that little cube like an amethyst color. And that is running. You just tag Keith. I don't have any cows to whip out, dear. Thank you, Miranda. What? You just said about letting the cats go. You know, very close. Very close to Lucy's head. You close Lucy's head in the door. All right. Not on purpose. We're gonna abusing the cats. We're gonna do this before I forget about it. Popeye Sky Bouncers Power Balls. So they're like super balls on the original card. Okay, you have fun, dear. I think it's supposed to rain here before too long. No date, I'm guessing early 1980s. My semi educated guess. And that is running. It's raining there now. I don't know. I can't remember where Bat Mom lives. Somewhere west of us, I believe. Thank you, Dow. Indiana. Did you get hammered with storms? What was it, a week ago when those come through? We're going to do this aluminum mid-century pipe. It's used. It's got like a wood liner or something. And that one's running. I don't see any signatures on it. I'm not sure who made it. Welcome in. We're doing scanning requests, running the requests. Be sure to check my auction tab. I got a couple hen on nests on there that everybody seems to love that are starting at $1. We'll do those at noon or after I'm done getting requests. Oh my. I heard Ohio say it was bad out there that last week, and they all just missed us when they come through. They went just north of us. What do I have to squirt this on? See if it works. Cute little oiler. It's not marked or signed. That must not be. Must not have anything in it. And that one's running. I thought this was the one that I squirted all over the room the other day. I thought one was empty and I squeezed it and it shot oil about 5 feet across the room and I had a bunch of shit to clean afterwards. Thanks, man, mom. I just saw the first spawn of the year that I've seen uh, on Tuesday. All right, here's this deck of cards. I'm gonna run it. If this isn't the right one, that somebody said something about green flowers. There was a one with tulips. Tax stamp sealed, but the shrink is tearing. So that deck is running. It's got initials on it. Thank you, Purple Turtle. All right, we're going to do the Putz sheep. Putz-esque. This is the way I found it. Well, it isn't the way I found it online. Oh, look, his tail's curly. He's got wood legs. See, there's a split there. Can you see that? On that one back leg. I glued it. He's had surgery. Is it naked? And then look at the deer I sent you right now. Okay. This is running on the Putz sheep. Poots. Fairly good repair. And we're looking at the, oh, you sent a video. Where was that, Bishy? Thank you, Miranda. It is fuzzy. It's got a fuzzy felt thing. Fuzzy-ish. Oh, it's just somebody's house. All right. This is a jar of buttons. Here's the deal with this. Look, it's in a salsa jar. Nobody cares about the salsa jar, right? So you're gonna get this jar of buttons. You get all the buttons. I'm just gonna stick them in a bag though. This is the way I found them. Batmom, I'll save it for you, and I will wrap it up in layers of the Epoch Times and mail it off to you. Jaro buttons. Oh, she cared so much she wouldn't bid. Oh, Batmom. I'll save the jar. I'll dump them into a baggie and mail them to Deb, and I'll save the jar for you. What kind of salsa is that? Red cactus. It's got a Bible verse on it. Did anybody listen to the Puzzler today on NPR? The lady that was doing the Puzzler this morning, they always ask these people, "What are your hobbies?" And 99% of the time, they're retired, so they do odd things. The lady this morning, one of her hobbies was she writes erotic biblical fiction. I did not know that was a genre. So this is an antique. It's like a little chip off of that shell. Uh, it's like a Sailor Valentine trinket box. It's vintage, and that is running right now. You know what? She didn't say what her name was. I get there's probably a whole genre. She isn't the only one. Thanks, Deb. There couple years ago, Butterfly bought what was about a truckload of adult literature because there was a few books of I don't know, one of the authors she likes mixed in. Uh I had thousands of erotica paperbacks. JD Robb, that's right. And I learned something with that. There was a whole series of caveman erotica books. I didn't know that was a thing either until the time that time. All right, we're gonna do this. Somebody thought this was a sprayer or garden hose. It's not. It's a push-up candlestick, but it's missing the base. Um, I'm guessing it had a tin base or a brass base too. It's all brass, but it's a neat piece. Victorian. It's got embossed design on it, so that's running. The push-up thingy works. Butterfly did buy it. Thanks, Dan. I try to avoid books at all costs. Books are heavy. Books are heavy, and book buyers are picky. I'm lazy, and I don't like to describe stuff very well. These are. It's a point of purchase display that has razor blades in it. Any arrowheads? I have those arrowhead thingies. I have a. I just listed a cool belt buckle the other day that has an arrowhead, but it's not like an Indian arrowhead. It's a like a broadhead encased in it. It should be in my buy now. Any sports? Hey, Ohio, we were just talking about you a little bit earlier. I'm sure there's some sports stuff in my bin. If you don't know where the bin is, it stands for Buy It Now. You get down there, click on the shop, and then you can choose at the top when the page opens between auction, buy now, and that sort of thing. And there's a search bar there, and you can search for things. There's like 4,000 things in there. I don't think I have any sports stuff out here today. Okay, we'll run that next, Deb. Katie, I'm gonna do all the pre-listed stuff at noon or after I get done taking requests. People stop giving requests, I'll do it early, but otherwise I'll wait till noon. But you can pre-bid, then you don't have to sit here and listen to me. So I don't know if these are arrowheads or not. I found a box of these. I don't know if it was somebody just playing around cleaving them, what it is. And that is running. We get a baggie of arrowhead thingies. Thank you, Deb. Ohio. Um, my mother is a border collie freak. I don't know how many she has now, but that's the kind of dog she gets. They're not the most personable dogs. When I was a teenager, I worked on a sheep farm, and we'd have to the pocket knife. The only pocket knife I have out here. I think there's some in the auction tab, which I'll do those at noon. I've got this Imperial hunting knife, or you can look down there in the thing. I'll run this. Uh, wh- Richard, are you talking about the arrowheads? Is that what you're? Um, I don't know. You're probably right. Thank you, Dow. Check the pocket knives in the auction tab. You can pre-bid on them, and we'll run them later. Uh, so anyway, Ohio, I was working on this sheep farm, and we used a four-wheeler to fix the fence and stuff. And the owner, he'd ride around, and he my little brother worked at the time. He helped us too, and he'd ride around on the four-wheeler with his legs dangling back, and his one border collie would just run after the four-wheeler, nipping at my brother's legs the entire time. It was funny. He didn't think it was funny. He was like howling. Third shelf up in the picture of the girl in the wicker chair. Medicine bottle. And I'm slow. We'll do this. It's got the stopper. Yes, I have, what is it, Schadenfreude for all my family members and loved ones, whether they're getting bit by dogs or chickens. No, border collies. Ohio's on vacation. She's in Ireland, and she went to see a demonstration. Nice bottle. Looks like it might be in a foreign language. I can't read it, and it's running. The guy I worked for when I was a teenager, he just died a couple years ago. But uh, after he kind of got out of the sheep business, thank you, Reno. He went to the local petting zoo. That there's like an ice cream shop or a petting zoo out in the middle of Pennsylvania. It's out in the nowhere. And on the weekends, he'd go out there, and he would take one of his dogs, and they had sheep in the petting zoo, and he would work the sheep with his dog, um, for all the tourists from the city. Uh, it seemed to amuse people. My mother semi trains hers to herd the cows. They have a farm, beef farm. Uh, I I'm gonna run this. I'm not sure if this isn't the one you wanted. Tell me. It's not a wicker chair, but I'm not sure what the other tin types look like. This is probably a quarter plate. It's a big one, nice condition, and a little baby, and that is running. That's probably not funny if that was true. I apologize for laughing. I'm going to assume you're being a smartass. If you're not, I apologize, and I wish your husband well. Thank you, Ray. Now, okay. Is there anything else anybody sees out there in front? Oh, the horn. That's right. Okay. This is a Slingerland USA professional cornet bugle. something or other. I didn't see any markings on the mouthpiece. It is shabby. The weld, the soldering is brick there. Well, I sincerely apologize. You I just assume that you're being a smartass when you say things like that. Most people on here are that come to my shows. Rag, knock it off. See? And then they red text me with I'm gonna run this. Little dents, little, very dark patina on it, and it is signed right there. Well, I got my person that I offended out of the way real early in the show today, so we won't have to worry about trying for the rest of the show. Thank you, Deb. The metal brush and comb. A little bit bendy on the corner there. I think you can bend it back. On the little wall rack, there's no brush or comb. Got some surface rust on it, and that is running. Oh man, butterfly Bubba is on the top shelf of Frank walking around. Thank you, Holly. Give me a sec. I gotta swap out my boxes and try to get Bubba down. Bubba, come over here. You're gonna have to go back upstairs if you can't stay off of places like that. There's Bubba. He's bad. You look like you're falling apart. I got him down. Yes, he's adorable. He's walking on a shelf that is like 8 feet tall. He was. Rag, knock it off. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna start scanning. Unless there's something else somebody wants. Normally, I share red text when people are being funny, but we're just gonna keep that to ourselves. The wooden cross. How far back were we with the wooden cross? Oh, in the bin? If it's in the bin, like a buy now, you can just buy it or make an offer. Um, if it's in the oh there because there's a wooden cross down there too. I knew there was one out here. Uh, if it's in the auction tab, you can place a pre-bid or we'll do those at noon. The Native American. We'll pull that down. It's a pre-bid. Bat Mom, where's Bishy and her band hammer? Bat Mom, let's not get started on a debate with people about the origins of the indigenous people. The blue tin. This thing here, oh, top shelf, the tackle box. Okay. I'm supposedly very small part something or other. My grandmother's maiden name was Hawk, like the birdie. Okay. Butterfly, I should make you a mod so you can see all the smart ass comments that people post. There's another prescription bottle. That one's a newer one. That one's from the I think the 40s, 30s. The little book and the little lamb. Knives. Uh I think I sold the only knife that I had out here today, but I do have some in the auction tab. If you click down there in the shop, there's a couple in there. Oh no, there's a Coke knife. If you want me to run that, just tell me to pull it down. The lamp. I don't know. Somebody asked about a sheep, and it's now lost in the or lamb, that little book. I don't know where the lamb is. Oh, lamp. Okay. I need to be quiet so you can use your text to talk or talk to text. That's actually somebody replaced that the wheel on that with a button. Uh and actually the button's pretty a pretty scarce little button. There's some sort of geode. Geode? Right now, I hope you don't have to type that big ass username into whatnot every time you log in. That would be a hassle. Oh, there went the lamb. Just close your eyes while I'm picking up that thing. Oh, the brass egg thingy. Where did I see the brass egg thingy? Got the brass egg thingy. The cards. The Norman Rockwell cards. The metal shaker. It's by itself. It doesn't have a buddy, but it's a pretty neat one. The military guy. I got two military guys, so I'll pull them both down. What's in the green box? Singer needles, I think is what it says. Run it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put the phone down and grab those. We got a little pile here. We'll run through that stuff real quick. Welcome in. If you just joined, we're doing scan and request, and we just got a bunch of requests, and I'm gonna run the stuff that was requested. At noon or before, I will do the pre-listed auctions that have pre-bids. If you have a disability, feel free to put it in the chat, and I will try to make fun of you. Whole bunch of needles in there. Man, I'm going back to bed. They're not rusty, but if you buy this, be careful because and those are running with the needles inside that are sharp enough to go right through the box. Thank you, bath bomb. This is a brass egg thing. Looks like an egg cup, but it's also got a brass egg that comes with it. So it's running the brass egg thing. Thank you, Deb. Um, I don't believe it is, but I don't know. All right, we're gonna do. Oh, look, they're Trump cards made in USA on the Norman Rockwell sealed deck of cards. Is everybody celebrating uh, our dear leader's birthday today? Gonna watch the UFC fight tonight? Anyone? Those are running. Now you can't buy them. Thank you, Ray. Now I made it 55 minutes in, and I've only uh, upset people that have disabilities and whose family members have horrible conditions or are deceased. And I did all that before I uh, upset all the Trump supporters. But yeah, today's his birthday. Look, a little bit of tearing on the box there, but you get some buttons with it. Cute little purple ones in there, and look like some maybe glass shoe buttons too. I don't know. But on the Dennison's box, no records today, and that is running. God willed it so. I. You didn't think God was going to send the Orange Messiah to the earth and then have him be taken out with a sniper bullet from an untrained shot, do you? Butterfly. I, everybody can have their own political beliefs, but if you still support the guy that was accused and then found liable of rape, I don't know what to tell you. If you're offended by that, by me being offended by him, I don't know what to tell you. Little flake off the back there. Lots of wear to the finish. I believe it's composition, but I don't know. These are pretty nice pieces. And that is running. Yes, rape is a very common thing. People, lots of women are sexually assaulted. It's a horrible thing. But I think she only accused one other person by name in her book. You don't want to go to Nicaragua. It's El Salvador, dear. She's being investigated as we speak. Yeah, but what's she being investigated for? It's not about lying about being raped. All right, this is signed. I think it's DSCO. It's a thing. I looked it up because I was trying to determine whether it was ancient, and it's not. Um, but it's just a salt and pepper shaker, but it's missing its buddy, and that is running. Yeah, did you see they're estimating that 14 million people are going to die in the next 3 years because of his cuts to USAID. I mean, that's okay as long as you don't care about the lives of women and children in other nations. And would rather have a few extra dollars that you'll save in taxes, not in your pocket, though, be put to repainting the world's tallest swimming pool. That's the same thing they said during COVID. He'd come out and he'd say, "Oh, don't wear masks, don't get vaccinated. It's just going to go away. Everything's going to be fine." And everybody said, "Oh, it's listen to Trump. It'll be fine." And then their family members died, and on the pocket tackle box is running. Yeah, he didn't technically say bleach. He said disinfectant, and he didn't say drink. He said inject it, and he wanted to put light into the body. That is a yellow pin cushion with a mouse on the top shelf. Well, it's not the top shelf, but it's up there somewhere. Thank you, Bath Bomb. That is a very cool pin cushion. I don't get it, Molly. It's a cult mentality. The I'm very rural here. There's like 90 people or something that live in the entire township. And we got a couple churches here, and one of the churches they refused to wear masks and they refused to like take a break when it was the lockdown. And they all went to church, praise Jesus, praise Trump, and everybody at the church got it, and a bunch of them died, and it was just not a bunch, but I mean, well, I allow if you have Trump devotion syndrome, you can leave. I do want I do want TDS customers. That's why I insult everyone that still supports the rapist every week. Then they leave, and all the good deals can go to the people that aren't brainwashed. I'm gonna run this right now. It's neat. It's got little cards there. It's not a real mouse, I don't think. Those are like pipe cleaners. There's a little bit of rust, and that one's running. And thank you, Chip and Sissy. Oh, speaking of addresses, listen to what happened this week. I got death threats on Facebook. You can't imagine why. Make fun of dead people and disabled people and make fun of people's miseries, make fun of our dear leader. So I sold this item on eBay. I sold an old case with Edison cylinder records in it. Nice condition. I don't know who made it. Porcelain, no damage. It's running. I saw this case. I mean, it's beat to hell, but it holds cylinder records with little pegs inside. I I listed it for 25 bucks. Thanks, Deb. And it sold for 90. And I threw some cylinders in there, and they were shit cylinders. And I said in the description that there might be playable some of them, but most of them were broken. There's missing plaster in them. I took pictures of them. They were horrible. So this guy, he wins the bid, and then he sends me. I got the lamp down there. I'll grab the knife. Uh, he sends me this thing with an Amazon screenshot of dividers, cardboard dividers for like Christmas ornaments, and tells me to go buy one and ship his item, put those in between the cylinders. Running the geode while I yap. It's running. And I told him, I said, that's something you ask before you win something because I don't have that kind of material. And I'm certainly not going to drive 20 miles to the nearest town to buy one. Thanks, Deb. I told him my package is just fine. And I get a message from this other person on Facebook. And they said, this guy's making death threats against you on on this antique record forum. So I went and he was talking about owning all these cannons that are like precision shot thing that he could shoot a match or a head off a matchstick at 1,000 yards and all this stuff. And I mean, you guys that have bought stuff off of me know that I kind of anal about the packaging. I'm gonna run this little lathe turned wood lamp, a dollhouse miniature with a little plastic shade on it, and that is running. I just canceled his order and blocked him. And it's like, dear God, I paid $2 for the thing. It was rough, but I figured, and my thinking was, thanks right now. My thinking was, I can sell this for 25 bucks, and there'll be somebody out there that collects these that will appreciate this because the cylinder cases are very hard to find. Okay, I'm going to run both of these guys together. Um, these little toy soldiers. I don't know if there's any other ones. Molly, I don't know who specifically you're talking about, but I've been on here pushing 4 years now, and it's funny and sad that some of the sellers what they try to pass off. Okay, this has got a little chip out of it here. I think it's I don't know what it is. Plastic. This one I think is composition. That's probably World War II era. That's probably World War I era. That's my guess. I don't know. But you're getting both of them, and it's running. And thank you, beautiful granddaughter. And now I'm going to run the Coke knife, and then we'll go and take some more requests. We'll scan around some more. Uh, at noon, I will do the pre-listed items. If you haven't checked the pre-listed items yet, look down there and click on the auction tab. There's two hen on nests in there that I started at $1. Both of them are pretty good, especially the little one. Really nice little blue slag glass Boyd's hen. So plastic handle, just marked USA. See if it has a snap left. Not much. But on the vintage Coke knife, that is running. And thank you, Ray. Now. Hey, welcome in. We're good. Going to do a scan here. If there's anything you would like me to run for a $5 start, just put it in the chat. Oh, I didn't do the bowl. I think that was Deb who requested this, but I'll run it right now. Signed R. White, 2007. Um, I mean, this might have been made by a kid in high school. I don't know, but it's a nice kind of a burl grain to it, and it's well done. No damage or anything. So that is running. Thank you, Deb. Butterfly must be getting wet. Okay, I don't know. I think we made it to the bottom over there. If somebody wants this, that's Rutherford's potato sack, burlap sack, oil lamp. Um, I think that's the only oil lamp I have out here today. Well, no, I got that one. Got the cheese box Batmon, and I've got this insert um that you can clean yourself. $5 starts on all of them, or for everything. Here, you got the cracker tin. You want me to grab it? Okay. All right. We're gonna scan a little bit, and then we'll run the stuff that people request. So far, we got the cheese box, the cracker box, and the oil lamp. Old locks with key. Um, I've got those two. There's that one. I got a bunch of them. The big one. All right, put that down. Top shelf. What did you see on the top shelf? Sorry, dear.
Get bloody.
I think the weather acted like it was gonna, once it started, it was gonna be raining all day. It's a monkey in a cage bank. Look, it has a little miniature locking key too. You put the money in his head. The metal sheep. It's not a metal sheep. I think it's composition or maybe rubber. What's he do? He sits in his cage and you put money in it to bank. There's a monkey. There's a monkey soap holder. That is a that's a cob roller for like a melodeon. I have player piano rolls in the other room if okay. I'll pull that down. If somebody wants those BB tubes, there's three of them. Two of them have advertising on them. They've got some BBs in them. No, dear, it's okay. What are you doing down there anyway? The fish? We'll grab the fish. Okay, we'll grab the BB canisters. Batmom, do you have any shows scheduled? If you've never attended a Batmom show, uh, and you're into crafting, you want to do that. If you're not into crafting, uh, you could just go and hang out. We can see if we can offend Mr. Rag too, Rag. See this guy here? Rag, do a screenshot of that and look that up. I'm not saying to buy it, but I don't even know why I looked it up. You do gibbies. Well, I'll get my. I've got like 5 devices and 5 accounts. I just sit there and I'm a Gibby goblin. I go in on 5 different accounts and one of these days I'm going to have a giveaway show where I sell nothing but the giveaways and see if I can actually make anything from the pile of giveaways that I won. I don't know, Miranda. I don't know what wood box is. Oh, the wood down there. Okay. Um, we'll do that. Okay, we're gonna run that stuff. If you have any other requests from what you can see, I saw your message about Mr. Rag. Glasses, the Wonder Razors. I think I pulled that lamp down already, unless there was another one. Oh, the miniature, the super tiny one. Okay. All right, we're gonna run that stuff. If you have requests from the stuff you see, then okay, we're gonna do the fish first. I don't know nothing about this. It's heavy. Sticking it in my mouth, off my teeth. It feels like it's I don't know what it feels like. I'm not sure if it's feels heavy for resin. I don't know. It is what it is. It's either resin or some sort of I don't know. And that is running on the fish. I can't remember Rag because I've got dementia and I didn't put it in my mouth. I just knocked it off my teeth. Here, I wiped it off my pants, so any residual saliva that might have been on the outside of my teeth does not get intertwined with Deb's other pack or other products. All right, here's your miniature lamp. I'll let you decide if you want me to lick it or sniff it or put it in any part of my body. Looks handmade. I don't know. It's like a dollhouse type thing. And that is running. It's not glass though. These I think these are like porcelain or ceramic. I is my guess. Thank you, Ray. Now, right now, just keeps buying stuff. I'm gonna have a whole list of negative feedback from right now. It'll tell a story. All right, these glasses. I believe these are Windsor. You see, they're a bit scuffed. They are prescription. They're old. Uh, they're signed Windsor and have some other little mark on there. There's verdigris in there, eye gunk, cheek gunk. I wiped them down a little bit, but there's you could clean them better, and they're running. Nose cheese. It's all the way over here. You got forehead cheese, and dental tools work very well for cleaning that sort of thing. Thank you, Miranda. See, this is what I do for a living. I just don't show up here because it's fun on Sundays. And like when I was looking at those glasses, and I thought, I'll bet I could put those on my shelf with a quick wipe down, and somebody will pay me $5. Or I can spend like 25 minutes trying to clean all that cheese out of there, and then somebody will pay me $7 for them eventually. I'd rather take the $5, but I did wipe them down a little bit. Ironclad, Corbin's 6 lever, pancake lock. It works. Comes with the key. It's got some. I did some extensive cleaning on this. It had a little bit of surface rust on it, the fuzzy kind. So I scrubbed it a little bit and made it a little bit prettier. I'm hoping. I'm hoping I get $7 out of it at least. It works. Even a brand new one would be more than $7. And you can use it to lock up your stuff. Thank you, contracting. That is yours. Okay, we're gonna do this. Blue, something probably Bluebells of Scotland is the tune. You stick it in your roller organ or melodeon or something. I don't know what it fits. I don't even remember where I got it. But it's like a music box roll that was interchangeable. It's decoration at this point. And that is running. Rag, I've got this guy, and I know on these live shows, you risk the person that you interact with online coming into the show and then offending them. But I've got this guy. Thank you, Miranda. He just keeps asking me to like give him free stuff. Last night I get this message from him. He wanted me. I had all that music, and he kept saying, "When's it going to be cheaper? When's it going to be cheaper?" And I said, I can only go so low because it's so heavy that the paying 15% eBay fees on even a medium mail shipping at 30 or 40 pound packages. Oh, now it's broken. Uh, you don't make any money. So he messages me last night and asks if I'll just ship it to him for the shipping. It's hilarious. And poor Butterfly, she's got to listen to me rant. And I realize right here there's like a microphone that's very close to my face, so I can't really yell. But in the big house, I can rant loudly, and poor Butterfly has to listen to it. But what the hell are these people like? I couldn't imagine just like messaging somebody on eBay or whatnot and being like, "Hey, I don't really want to pay for this, but I'll take it if you ship it to me, and I'll pay the shipping." Like it's like watching one of your shows, Rag, and you have all these linens and stuff. You're like, I don't want to pay for those, and I don't want to bid on them. But if they don't sell, I'll pay to ship them to me. Oh, there's fuzz in there. Look at that. I didn't clean the dust out. But I don't think this has ever been used, or at least that wick hasn't. It looks like there's a wick in there. I wonder if it works. Oh, it does. It has been used. It's fired, but it works. There's no oil in it. Looks like a brass tone base. You get the idea. It's running on the miniature amber glass and metal oil lamp. Thank you, Jamie. All right, we're gonna do the little sheep. It is marked something. I can't read it. I'm guessing it's Auburn. It's probably rubber, and it's probably Auburn, which is I don't know if that's Auburn. Yeah, that's an Auburn car, like the old rubber toys. And that is running. Staley, I made the mistake. I sell 8-track pads. And I made the mistake of telling him I would give him ones that were like factory seconds, pack them to try. Thanks, Deb. So I sent him a pack of them. And then every time he bought one of my lots of 8-tracks for a very low price, he'd be like, "Can you throw another pack of pads in?" And it's like, I sell these for $8 a piece. I got to buy 50,000 of them at a time from the factory. It was supposed to entice you to buy more. It's like a sample. It's like you go to the grocery store and they have little meat and cheeses, and you just keep coming back every 10 minutes. I certainly picked the wrong career, Rag. All right, there's some staining on the bottom there. Not sure what it is. I'll smell it. Smells like smells like an oily substance. Um, but you get 8 original boxes. You get the point of purchase display, which folds down like so. It's not in perfect condition, but the I didn't open the boxes of razors. I have no idea what, but they're in there. The blades, and that is running. No, Rag. I've known it. I've been doing it long enough that I don't know what else I could do at this point. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. Well, that mom, it certainly wouldn't be customer service. Oh, we got a raid. Who'd you get a raid from? Walmart creator. Sweet and sour thrift. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna click on sweet and sour thrift. I'm gonna view their profile. I'm gonna click on the shop and hope I don't disappear. They have nothing sweet or sour. It's all old stuff. Thank you, Sweet and Sour Thrift. If you're not following Sweet and Sour Thrift, give them a follow. Molly, I pretty much that's about how long it's been. I've been trying to get out for just about as long. Okay, Deb, somebody requested this, I think. Um, this is broke and it's rough. It's a cool box. It's got an Indian on it, Native American, indigenous human. But look, the whole thing's in there, but it's split, and this is rough. So I'm gonna put these two together. This one is really nice. Paper covered cardboard box. Now I say that I'm gonna open this, and God only knows there'll probably be something horrible inside. I haven't opened it. Look at that. I've been tricked again. Somebody stuck a different whetstone inside, I think. It should fill the box. I'm gonna run them together. You get what you see. Looks like a brand new stone. That it should be not looking like that. But they're cool boxes. And that is running. Antique dealers and auctioneers, they're all going to hell. Thank you, Deb. That one auction that we go to every week, they're horrible. They I don't think we've ever bought an electronic device from there that worked. They put them across the auction block like they're really nice. They have them sitting right up in front of the auctioneer on the tables, like the good stuff, where they put the good, better stuff, and then they sell it, and you bring it home, and it doesn't work. Flat screen TVs, laptops, video game systems. No, Staley, I'm just a drug dealer selling little hits of dopamine. It's not all antiques. These aren't antiques. They're vintage. There's BBs in there. You're getting all three of them. These are federal. So they're like shotgun shell size. Oh, that was difficult to say. And it's running. You get all three of them. And thank you, Batmom. All right, we got the cracker tin, the wood box, and the cheese box, and then we are going to scan again after those three things. And at noon, we'll do the pre-listed stuff. And if you haven't looked at the auction tab, look at that. Uh, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. I'm trying to add more auction stuff that's pre-listed because that's how they tell you to be successful on here, by adding stuff with pictures into the pre-listed area. 1 pound, I think. No, 2 pounds. Shabby cheese box. And that's running. Thank you, Bat. I'm gonna do Well, did I offend my mom too? Look at this thing. Look how nice that is. Super shabby. Looks like it's got original paint on the inside, mustard colored. We're gonna do that after we do this saltines. And not perfect. It is not shabby, but it's got some character to it. 1969. Is Bishy here? She likes the number 69. Thinks it's funny every time she hears it. Where's Bishy? I've got a story for her. It's running. It's a normal cracker sized tin. Thank you, Miranda. Yeah, I meant normal cracker sized box. They used to come in tins. Oh, Miranda. It looks like it has the original paint inside. I'm guessing it had yellow mustard color paint over here too. Uh, yeah, I guess I could do that. There you go, dear. Butterfly has the power of mod. Use it wisely. It's a shabby. Look, it's got all sorts of wear. It's got paint marks on it. It's got a repair in the corner. It's got nails in the dovetails. Look at that. It's dovetailed. If this was perfect, this would be like $1,000 utensil tray. Look at this dovetails. But it's not perfect. But it is nice and shabby. And that's running. Uh-oh, Butterfly's got the band hammer. Yeah, the being a mod comes with the band hammer. Look at the dovetails. Look at the wear. Look at the paint. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. Beautiful granddaughter. I think that was a good deal on that. I won't tell you how much I paid for it because I got a super good deal. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been out on my shelf. Um, which is why the hen and nests that I got from my mother, I started at $1 because I didn't pay anything for them. She gifted them to me from her yard sailing. Now, why did I say something to offend you again right now? And if I offend anyone for real, feel free to message me directly through whatnot, and you can tell me just how much I offended you. Oh, right now, I thought you were the one whose husband was mauled by, uh, I forget what it was now. I have dementia. Blame everything on dementia. Okay, I think we were over here. You see, that's not a wood cross. That is a plastic cross. Yellow bunny. That little blue mold bunny is a oh man, Jesus, just he broke an ironstone plate all over the place. But he survived. The hat pin holder. Okay. He went right through it. And he was just plastic. That's an enameled brass vase that's kind of etched. And it was an nice plate. If you're into crazed Johnson Brothers, it had a shabby decorative look to it. Oh, here's this thing. This is interesting. I'm gonna. We only got 18 minutes left. I'm gonna show this, and I'm gonna run it. But we'll go back to scanning in just a sec. We'll do the hat pins and the bunny, and I'm gonna show this thing because I'm curious. What did Butterfly say? Oh, okay. Butterfly is normally right. It says 19/20. It it's got a carving in it. It's wood, and it's got glass, this piece of glass in it. Does anybody know what this is? Does this have a function? I mean, it's all one solid piece of wood, and that piece of glass fits very tightly. Everybody's like, I don't even care. We're gonna run it, see if everybody wants it. It doesn't seem to be a magnifying thing. Got some schmutz on it or whatever. Thank you, Deb. It's neat. It's like got a knot there that, like they made the knot into a moon, I think. I don't know. Thank you, Deb. It might have been. I don't know. There's what looks like a hey Jen, how are you? There's a I think that's an emery board in there. Somebody shoved in his head. But blue mold piggy bank. And that is running. Thank you for being an adult, Hideout. That makes a lot of sense. What do you mean we should mark them twice? Okay, I'm going to sell this separately, or at least try to. It's also got something down inside of it. So made in Japan, and that is running. I don't feel that I bullied anyone. And the rules don't say that you can't have a political opinion or talk about politics. She can't promote violence, I believe. Thank you, Miranda. Okay, now I'm going to do the pins. And I'm a pacifist, so I definitely don't promote violence. Okay, so you got these are all glass. It's kind of a swirled milk glass one. This is different. It's kind of looks handmade in blue and green, and the rest are black, I think. And that is running. You're on mute. Thank you, Miranda. You know what? I'm going to rant for a couple seconds here. You know what? Those of us that opposed the adjudicated rapist that is our president spent 4 years listening to his supporters bitch about every little thing that Biden did. Biden fell asleep on a beach and you didn't hear the end of it for 4 years. He was on vacation. Now, the orange man falls asleep on a daily basis in cabinet meetings, and you're going to report somebody that's a bully that doesn't agree with his stance on starting wars and ending USAID that is projected to kill 14 million people in the next 3 years. I don't even know what that means, Rob. Are you voluntarily on mute? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Somebody said something about the box camera. I'm going to run this. It's got this German stamp on it. Photo Optic George something. I can't read it right now. Um, I didn't see any markings on it, and I can't get it open. It's stuck, and it's got tape on it. It's missing some of the canvas outer. The shutter does sort of work. And that is running. It's probably 1920 or maybe before. It's an oddball. I don't think it's a Kodak. It's got that German stamp on it. No, I follow politics and current events and stuff for a hobby, and it's just things blow my mind. But it's like, I'm sorry, I did not get butthurt for 4 years when people were bitching about every little thing Biden did. In fact, I find lots of things I didn't really agree with that Biden did. Oh, what do they say right now? It's like he's their Cyrus or whatever. That oil spout is signed. Um, we're going back to requests. We only got 10 minutes until I'm going to do the pre-listed stuff. So if there's something you want me to run, call it out and we'll run them real quick. The yellow bunny. We ran them once. Is that the bunny you were talking about? Okay, here we'll run them again. Trying. Yellow bunny's running. Thank you, Mermanda. That's my hand. It's not for sale. Oh, this thing, the noisemaker. Okay. This might be a halfway decent lighter. Nobody asked me about lighters today. I usually get somebody that comes in and asks about lighters. No Pokemon lighters that I know of. Welcome in. We're doing scan and request. If you see something you want, just put it in the chat and we'll run it. I'm gonna run down through my pre-listed items at got those two things fork in the truck. Gonna go through my pre-listed things at noon. At least the ones that have pre-bids or are requested. Oh, I didn't do the law. Oh yeah, I did do the one law course requested. Does anybody know what that is? I got into a shouting match with my AI about that. It told me about 7 different things it was, and I kept saying, "Are you sure?" And it just kept changing its mind. I did a Google image search and it come up under there was a Worth Point listing that wanted sold, and it said it was a gas and water main shutoff tool, but I don't think that's right. It's a two-way valve. So like it would have a shutoff that's shaped like that, and then one that's shaped like a thing. For stoves. Oh, yeah, they had Simplex stoves, didn't they? That's probably right. That would make sense. I think there were Simplex stoves. Google told me it was an anvil. Then it said it was an anvil tool, and then when I told her it was listed as a water shutoff valve. She agreed with that. The green thermometer. I don't even see a thermometer on this thing. That's an ice scraper, if that's what you're talking about at Texaco. There's a thermometer in there. There's a pocket stapler below it. The red and yellow car. I don't see a red and yellow car either. It's yeah, it is a gift card box. I don't know, it's probably does it have a date on it? Guessing it's probably 20 years old. It's a little toolbox. It originally held a gift card, and that's what the Cobalt thing is too. All right, I'm not sure what the orange and or red and yellow car was. If I missed anything, just yell at me in the chat. I'm gonna run those things. Bishy, you here? So you you like 69 numbers. That's your lucky number or whatever. The other day, Elon Musk he had an IPO for his SpaceX stock, and before it goes live, they have a price that people pay for it, and the people that got in early could pay 135 bucks and get it. Well, before it, right before it goes live, they start printing what the price is, and they release it to everybody, like on the Nasdaq and all the brokerages and stuff. And they kept releasing it as $169.69. I think it was rigged. All right, this is a Renoir. It's dusty. I should have wiped it down better than I did. And it's missing the ladder, and that is running. Oh, that okay, that car. Yeah, that's sort of I get the color on that. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. This was Larry's. It's not signed. I'm guessing sun rubber. 1930s, kind of a bus, and it's running. That must not have been the right car. Try the Craftsman gift card box. It's a tin shaped like a toolbox. And that one's running. I looked that up. The completed on those are like sell for like 20 some bucks. Other places. I was surprised. I wasn't quite sure what it was, but that apparently that's what it is. They sold gift cards in them, or like they were like you put gift cards in them. So they had something other besides a gift card. Auburn Rubber, Oldsmobile. No major damage. It's got some wear to it. And that one is running. And we got a couple more things to do, and then we will take a very short break and I will do the pre-listed items that have pre-bids or that is requested. Thank you, Molly. Molly, do you have a tuxedo cat in real life? Noisemaker, the handle is a little bit loose. It is Ohio Art, I believe. No, US Metal Toy Company. And that is running. Oh dear. Sorry, Bishy. Didn't realize there was clowns on that. Man, I gotta stop asking people stuff. Sorry, Molly. I just need to sell stuff. Every time I ask somebody, there's I either offend someone or I trigger someone or cool old fork, mid 1800s. It's got a little arrow on it. Pretty nice condition too. And that is running. Well, I'm glad you found it or them a new home. That was a nice home. There was a thanks, Deb. There was a kitty cafe in the town near us that you could go and pet kitties, and they had you could like adopt them too. They take in strays and stuff from the SPCA. Okay, I think I tried all those requests. So we're gonna. Where's my sign? Give me 1 second. We're gonna move the phone over to the other area, and we are going to run through the items that have pre-bids or and the items that are requested from the auction tab. If you haven't taken the time to look at the auction tab, give it a scroll down through and see if there's anything you want. I got 3 hens on nests on there. I started 2 of them at $1 each. The Boyd's and an Indiana glass milk glass one. I don't know. They had one bid this morning. Um, I forgot to make my show unprivate until a couple hours before the show. Uh, so there wasn't many bids. But take a look at this stuff in the auction tab. Give me a second. I'm going to take a drink real quick and move my laptop over here. And then I'll start running down through that list. So there's one of them. Uh, if you're a reseller or sell on here and get better turnout than I do, look those up and see what they sell for. Um, no reserve on that one. I always listen to the all-knowing one. Which daughter is that here? I don't know. The two daughters I know both have cats. And I was wondering if it was April, how she manages not to come home with a bunch of them. Okay, we're gonna start with that little blue bird, the hen on a nest. There are two other hens on nests. Um, I'm gonna do that one since it's pinned, and then I'm gonna go down the list in the order of pre-bids from what I see on my laptop, which I have no idea how they come up with what order they put them in. Makes no sense to me. It's not alphabetical. It's not numerical. It's not based on the price. But we're just going to go down that list, and then when we get done with the pre-bids, if there's anything that people want to see, you can tell me. That's cool, dear. I didn't know that was a thing.
Sounds humane for cats.
Oh yeah, that probably helps a lot of people not hoard cats.
It does.
All right, what is this? 6AI. Yeah, Bubba was up there walking around.
You should. Yeah,
No, he's your kid.
what's his name?
Brother McDowell.
What's his name? Seriously? What's his name?
Well, you say it's Bubba Shaver.
It was because that is on his paperwork.
Okay, there's the base. Blue slag. Got the Boyd's mark in the middle. There's the top. No damage. If I can. Yeah, my mom found this one and the milk glass one at a yard sale. The same yard sale. And it is running 10 seconds. Good deal, Dana. You can triple your money probably on that one if you're a reseller. Thank you very much for that. And I will thank my mom, who has better luck at yard sales than I do. Everybody does, apparently. My friend called me yesterday and said that her husband found at a church rummage sale a large, thick 14 karat gold herringbone necklace and a 14 karat gold diamond ring, each for $1. And then after that, they went to another yard sale where she found a 2 foot tall Smith bright orange swung glass lamp vase, and it didn't have a price, so she offered $25 on it, and they said yeah, and apparently they felt guilty for charging that much. So the next item is 8OA or 80. Well, it's your kind of friend. I don't actually like hang out with her. I talk to her on the phone occasionally. We uh we sometimes discuss politics. She's a big Trumper, and we go back and forth and have a good time. She doesn't get too butthurt, and I don't get too butthurt, and she doesn't turn me in for bullying her and harassment when we're discussing politics. So this is going to be the whole photo album. It's rough, or not a photo album, postcard album. You're going to get the postcards that are in it. There's some old linen ones, some old picture ones like that one with the coal mining scene. I'm going to show them all relatively quickly. Jamestown. I can get it. That one. The cards seem to be in decent condition. The album's pretty rough. There's not a huge amount. And if you just joined and haven't looked down through the auction tab yet and you're not interested in postcards, go ahead and do that while I'm showing this. Stockyards. There's a real photo postcard. Look, it's falling apart. The postcards are fairly nice. There's one of the Hammer Mill Paper Company in Erie. Postmark 1913 on that one. Church in Jamestown. Very rough album. Another one of Union Stockyards in Chicago. Buffalo. What are they now, Butterfly? Boardwalk in Waldemere. Waldemere's still Waldemere, I think. That one's really rough. Oh man, falling apart. There's another one from Waldemere. I think Waldemere's still in business. And that one is pretty rough. 1908 on that one. But you get all of them. And that is running. Rough album with, they're all antique or old vintage. And thank you, Katie. And the next item on my list is 9 AF. And this is also a find my mom made at a yard sale. I'm not sure exactly what she paid for the chickens, but I do know what she paid for this, and I will tell you after it sells. But I started them at a buck because she just gave them to me and told me to sell them. So I thought I'd pass the deal on to you guys. Oh, it didn't pin. Why didn't it pin? There we go. Very nice condition. No damage, no staining, no chips, no nothing. So on the Crazy Daisy Pyrex loaf pan is running. Thanks for the pre-bids. Try not to destroy it before it sells. And thank Genevieve or Genevieve. My mom found that for a quarter with a had one of those pre-printed round quarter tags on it. I used to go yard sailing with her and my sister some. I haven't done that in a long time. Uh, I think my mom goes with an Amish lady. She drives her around to some yard sales. So we got another hen on nest, and this one is 9AD. And it's the last one she found. And there's no damage on this. No, they take her pickup truck. I think the lady that she she's not an Amish driver, my mom. I think the lady that she drives around sometimes, they've become friends. I think it was a guy that used to work for my dad. Wife, it's his wife. So translucent milk glass. Google says it's Indiana glass. I don't know. I'm not an aficionado on hen on nests or hens on nests. But there's no damage. And it is running. It's not signed or anything. It's not one of those reproductions that are all over whatnot now. Thank you, Miranda. Give me a sec to wrap that back up in bubble wrap. Yeah, if you follow me on Facebook, I posted those to Facebook the other day, and I put in the post thing that I used to sell these in dollar boxes at the flea market. For a while, I would take banana boxes full of lesser collectibles and old stuff that I wasn't listing online. I would take it to the local flea market and just put them all out in rows on the ground. And people pay me $1 a piece for stuff. And that's where him and us used to go. Them and fairy lamps. I'll really be kicking myself when milk glass comes back in and people are paying out the butt for milk glass because most of the milk glass, even if it went to the flea market for the dollar boxes, ended up you can't say that on whatnot, Amanda. No matter how much you love them. I I bought a collection of probably 300 wall pockets one time. and this has been probably 20 years ago. And the lady had, this is what we're doing next. I'm going to flip through it at cigar labels. The lady had all sorts of milk glass, like a room full of it. And she asked if I wanted to buy it. And I said, I mean, I wouldn't take this if you gave it to me. If you delivered it to my store, I would not take this. And I saw her at a flea market a few months later and asked if she still had it. And she said that they found somebody that they pretty much, I think they just gave it to. She said she tried every antique dealer around. Rag, was there no sentimental value? Was she a bully? Okay, somebody asked about these. These are all old stock cigar labels. I think they were all cigar labels. There might be a grape label in there or something. Uh, but they're on these pages. I can't even get the page undone. These scrapbook pages that have the sticky stuff. I checked three of the pages. I can't even undo the page now. I tried three of the pages and nothing was stuck. So they're loose in there. You can get them out. Nice collection of them. They're old stock. That one's got a little bit of staining on it, but that one's really nice. It's embossed. Nice raised lettering. So you get the whole book of them, and it's running. The whole pile of old stock cigar labels. Thank you, Dawn. The 7AL is going to be next, and it's a pot scrubber. I don't know, dear. I thought you said it was like 5 o'clock or something that started. I, I, I don't know that either. I think it said on the invitation, and I've got dementia. I wouldn't remember. I don't even remember what it said in the invitation. I think it says patented there, but it's old. There's a little bit of surface rust. You use it to scrub your cast iron pots and pans, skillets. And that is running on the old metal pot scrubber. Butterfly, I don't think I told you they changed the location. Thank you, Amanda. They moved it because it's supposed to rain. They moved it down to the church in Stanton. So the next thing is a flower frog. And what is it? I can't even remember after that. I looked away from the computer and I immediately forgot the letter. 7. It's down by Jake's house. It's right. In fact, the church is like right or by Jake's parents' house. Okay, it's iridescent. It's peach. It's like carnival glass. It's as big as it showed in the pictures. Look, they're call outs. I love how everybody calls these things call outs. They're freaking chips. See chips, but they're not worse than you usually see on. There's a little flea bite there, a little bit bigger than a flea bite. Uh, because you're putting these down inside glass vases. A little bit of roughness, nothing bad. It'll still hold your marbles or your pencils or whatever. And that is running
You're doing upstairs, have tea and that.
because it's raining. Sorry, dear.
Just gonna get more. Let's squad from you.
Thanks again, Miranda. Sorry, dear. You can garden in the rain if you want to.
No, thank you.
She's going to have tea and pout because it's raining. 5AG is next, and that's a lot of skeleton pieces. I helped her plant yesterday, and I worked as fast as I could, and we didn't even get all of our tomatoes planted. Okay, if you're interested in these and want to know what they look like, click on the picture real quick. I'll give you a second, because it's going to be easier to see them in the picture than me holding them up there. So there they are, little tiny like drawer keys, box keys, that sort of thing. They're barrel keys. And that is running. Get them all. What is there? 6 of them. Thank you, Miranda, again. All right, I'm just gonna run these. These are whiskey and wine alcohol labels. The person, I think the same person bid on this is bid on the cigar labels, and I spent 3 minutes showing the cigar labels, which were antique and immaculate, and only got the opening bid. So I'm just gonna run this for her. If anybody wants to bid, they can, but I'm not gonna show them in any more detail. I think these are all peeled from bottles. They're flat, but they're not new old stock. So I'm just going to run it without showing it. It's running. And the person that is winning this and will likely win the bid is Castan's mom, and she's got some shows scheduled. If you guys are into ephemera or Disney, uh, click on her and give her a follow. She usually does at least one show a week of ephemera, and unlike me, she is not a bully and will not offend anyone. She's a very nice lady. Although she does probably share my views on uh, 80-year-old dudes that have been adjudicated guilty of rape and paint themselves orange. But she has very informative shows, and her and her daughter they sell stuff, but they're not smart asses. They have nice. It's a nice show. She talks about what she sells and has little stories about stuff. So 5 a.m. is next. And again, if you click on the picture down there, it's probably going to be able to see it better. Uh, Thank you, Stephanie. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Uh, I usually have quite a few old badges in the buy now section anyway. 1933, and it looks like it's identified. I don't know what that exactly says. Looks like Cliff something or other. What does it say in the title? BMW R11. That's what Google told me it was. My AI told me that, and she had reasons for believing that's what it was. It's a motorcycle, is all I know, but that's where I got that. If you're a motorcycle aficionado and that's not what it is, that's why it's. But anyway, he's in a field with barns in the background, kind of a neat photo, and that is running on that snapshot. 1933. Thank you, Bath Bomb. And the next one is 5AN, and it's a pocket knife. Robeson 622 Sure Edge. And I also, I anybody that's here that doesn't share my views on the guy that paints himself orange, feel free to express yourself in the chat. Um, I like. I'm fine with you know cordial discourse about stuff. We don't have to agree on everything or have the same opinions, and we don't have to turn each other in for bullying. Pretty nice pocket knife. 5AL. Uh, Actually, Beth, well, that is on the list. That's going to be the next item. I'm just going down the list of pre-bids in the order I see them. Bathbomb, you're a seller. Do you have any idea how they sort the pre-bids when you're on your laptop? There's no rhyme or reason that I can see. Let's see if it has snap. A little bit, quite a bit there. Pretty nice knife. And that is running the Robeson Sure Edge. I tried to figure out for a while how they were doing it. Thank you, the OK Golfer. Bubba, what are you doing? This is a set of Jerry's signed enameled little pins. Cute little vintage pins. It's a set. I don't know if they're poodles or some sort of puppy dogs. And they're signed. And that is running. He's he's walking all over the, the counter here. Thank you, Bath Bomb. There's nobody here into antique dolls, is there? Yes. Yes. Oh, I had this doll. I think I got a good deal on this doll. But if someone would want this doll, so I wouldn't have to list it on my website. Here, I'm gonna pin the next item, and then we'll look at this doll real quick. Ah, it's a kitty. Her eyes are in her head. I don't know. I think she may have been mauled by a dog or something, lost a tooth. But looks like the original clothes, fully jointed. It's I don't know if there's repairs there or what, but there's some crackling. Uh, oh dear God, I didn't even see that. This is how close I looked at this. I have she's she was mauled. So she's missing fingers, but it's whatever, a Heinrich uh Handwerker German doll. She's like 24 inches long or something. Oh, 6.5 inch head. I mean, the clothes are not perfect, but they're look to be original. If somebody is willing to is interested in this doll for something that would give me a profit and let me avoid storing and shipping it and listing it on somewhere else, let me know. Baba, that's not where you're supposed to be. You need to get down. Okay, what are we on? 718. Another book of stamps. I already got it out. Okay, this is pretty much full. They are mostly canceled. Uh, maybe all canceled. I don't know. But these ones are in these little. It, the right side page has little sleeves, slots. I don't know what you call them. And these ones are pasted in on the right, on the left hand side, and these ones are all in these slot things. But you get all the stamps in the book. Use them for crafting or whatever you use them for. But that one's running. And thank you again, Miranda. And this next set, oops, lost one. This is a coronation of Queen Elizabeth. Viewmaster reel set comes in the original envelope. It's complete. It's got all three reels in the original envelope with the little booklet from whenever she was coronated, 1953. So that is running. Pretty nice condition. This is another thing that used to be basically worthless. These Viewmaster reels, but quite a few of them that are pretty valuable. Um, thank you, beautiful granddaughter. That one and some of the other ones I had listed all were selling for $20 and above at other places. Um, so if you ever find any Viewmaster reels and if it's not something you looked at, especially if they come in complete sets, you gotta check them out. Some of them are getting pretty hot. Uh, there's the wood cross somebody asked about earlier, 8AK. And this is like a sit call kit. It's got a hole in the back so you can hang it on the wall. And it slides open. And it's got the box inside. It's got the holy water vial, the candles, and what to do in case of a serious illness. So I guess this was a home one. You could just have it right there. Um, the holy water has evaporated. It's now holy air. And I don't know. They're kind of neat little boxes. You can store your weed in there. Um, pretty nice condition. And that one is running on the sick call kit, or you can just hang it on the wall as a crucifix. Thank you, Holly. That was yours. Alrighty, that looks like all the pre-bids that I had. Is there anything else that anybody wanted to see in the list down there in the store in the auction tab? Yes, that might be considered a serious illness. I If you've never been to my shows before, I normally don't show all the stuff in my auction tab. There's probably 40 more things in there or something. I just do the one with pre-bids, and there's 37 more items. I do the ones with pre-bids, and if anybody has any requests, I'll show them. Otherwise, I will just clone them in next week or for a future show. Uh, if you're not interested in them for the prices that are shown, I don't want to spend 2 hours showing them. I guess is why I do it that way. But I can show anything if somebody wants to see something. Otherwise, we're gonna find somebody to raid to, and I will try to. I think I have a show that's listed for next week. Bookmark it if you want to see more old crap like this, or if you want me to bully you about your political beliefs. You can bully me back about anything you wish, including my inability to sell very well on here and all the errors I make. Uh, if you haven't bookmarked Rag and Ribbon or followed her, give her a follow. She's got shows all over the place. She does a whole bunch of raid trains. And if you like old stuff, she has a lot of old stuff that's really cool. Uh, she had some she had some fairly nice ties the other day that I was listing while she was selling them, and I was looking some of them up, and there were some good ones in there. Uh, all right, well, if there's no other requests, who should we raid to? Anybody have anybody? I don't even know who's on. Everybody's leaving anyway, but who do we want to give a little raid to, or should I just pick somebody? Thank you, Deb. Pick. Okay, we'll just type in the slash thing. Whoops. Is it slash or is it at? My memory is horrible. We'll go see Bubby and Bean. Bubby and Bean's on. She usually does crafting stuff. The other one is that shows up for me is somebody who the sports is right here, and this some sort of hit. So we'll go Bubby and Bean. Let's see what she's doing. Thanks, guys.